was thinking going. Uh, I don't know. I think Bernsey would be more. I don't know. I want to give it some time. I want to give it some time.
Okay.
It's a big
Yeah,
step. Shouldn't
it's a
rush it.
lifelong commitment. You know, I'm not going to be changing my major last minute.
Oh, I've done that.
Ooh, is there a College of Native American Studies?
We can make one up. It's D&D. We can do whatever we want. All right, let me get my mouse in here. Where are we?
Okay, so this is probably going to be a little rocky to get started, but if you guys remember,
I don't.
you had okay. So you are a halfling, and
I see Boris Beatlove.
so you guys had traveled after all the cultist stuff happened, and you got back to Greenest and saved everybody. You were given, you were left mounts to ride to the city of Elturel to speak with Onthar Froome, and he's the guy with the beard in this bottom room down here in the secret room that you met. You walked into the tavern and kind of like did some games of challenge like arm wrestling and sword fighting and that sort of stuff, and convinced them that you were worthy adventurers, and so they kind of brought you into their inner circle, their secret room down there. And Onthar Froome was from the Order of the Gauntlet, and then the monk, Leosin, the guy that you saved from the cultist camp, he was with the Harpers. And so you guys kind of went over the plan that they wanted you guys to go on this mission to follow the cultists and their convoy of the wagons and the loot that they had stolen, to see where they're going, kind of covertly follow them. And Leosin, actually, they both kind of asked you to join their faction, kind of battling, saying like, trying to pick favorites, but you guys joined the Harpers, and he gave you each a little secret badge to, I guess you can, it's just kind of like you're part of the group, even though they're not openly waving their flags and everything. They're more secretive, so it's kind of at your discretion to reveal that, or to use that to your advantage in finding other agents out there for help or anything like that. That's just kind of some of the advantages, is you can find people in certain areas who may be also affiliated that would want to help you out.
Do we know what the badge looks like? Does it matter? Does it have our pictures, like the employee? Like,
yeah, they laminated it and gave you a badge.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna wear it on my pantsuit.
You would look good in one of those.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's basically a like a harp with a crescent moon kind of around it. He has his on like on a necklace that he hides in his shirt. So you guys had agreed to go on this mission for them to follow the cultists, and they said they were headed up the coast towards Baldur's Gate, and you're directly east of there along there's a river that runs all the way out to the sea. So they mentioned that you would be able to take a raft out there, and it is none other than Bernsey's houseboat raft that they kind of souped up for him. So you guys can take that down the river. It should take you about a 3-day journey to get to Baldur's Gate. You'll probably get there ahead of the cultists, but that'll help you so you can sort of lay in wait there for them to identify them when they come through. And so the only thing remaining was for you guys to decide when you wanted to set off on the river, if there was anything that you wanted to do before you left town, which I'm assuming everyone's kind of not sure what they were doing before anyways.
I think I remember buying a bunch of stuff. I don't remember if we bought stuff or not. Like, I feel like
We did.
last session didn't end with us buying a bunch of shit.
Yeah, I know. I bought.
Yes.
I don't know if I added it to my inventory. Yeah, we did. We all bought.
I think you guys got some sledgehammers and grappling hooks or something.
I did get a grappling hook, apparently.
All right, so you guys have already done your supply run, so
Yeah.
you will all be ready to head down the river. So
The bird's gonna be like, hold on, give me a second. I gotta hide some shit before we get on this houseboat.
Is there a difference between a disguise and a costume? I know there is. I guess a better question would have been, what is the difference? Yeah, I remember you saying I could just make the costumes as I go, and then but once I choose them, that it's
yeah, I can't remember. You had a certain number of them that
I've got 3 costumes. And one
was a kobold.
I bought perfume. I'm looking at my inventory now. I got perfume and chalk. What am I up to?
I've got some antifreeze and hogs.
That sounds like a weird party.
It's gonna be a fun Sunday.
Oh, I got manacles too. Oh goodness. I was also hitting on Donna Falone.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So I guess you guys would stay in their sort of room. They would make some quarters for you down there to stay, and before you would head out in the morning on Burnsy's Great River Raft Adventure. So I will take you to the river here.
Ooh.
You bring your characters in. Don't remember exactly how.
Oh, look at that boat. That's pretty cool. Nice job, Burnsy.
Yeah, man, I built it in the shape.
Your little barrels on the back.
Yeah.
That's cool. Keep afloat.
So I think you guys should have still control of those when I bring those in.
Are we bringing Bushmen too?
Oh, you notice that in the morning, when you're getting ready to leave on the raft, that you kind of have a timetable to keep so you can get there ahead of the cultists, and Bushman does not show up.
Ah. Bushman. What a fart. That's fine.
So you're assuming that either you're not sure what his motive was, but either he abandoned the mission or had something else to attend to. But when he didn't show up, and you couldn't wait any longer, you decided just to go ahead without him.
Okay. Wait,
Well,
wasn't he?
eat his horse? If we come down to it.
Didn't we turn him into some like goofy, like sassy whiner at some point last?
That's right.
Game?
Kind of a.
Which one was his horse?
Aren't
He was
we
like
all
a sassy complaint.
I mean,
That's true. That's true.
I think he had that
Push the
horse.
The horse just jumped into the water.
He realized he wasn't supposed to be there and just kind of took off into the water.
Jesus. Which one did
So,
I hit? Fandango? Or Daddy's Dollars?
I thought you had Daddy's.
No,
dog.
I have After.
You had Fandango.
I had Fandango.
And then I think Sefri had
After hours.
After Hours.
We lost Daddy's Dollars. Oh, God. All right, I'm ready.
So so for the river raft, you probably want to have 2 people with like mostly the flow of the river going out to sea will carry the raft along, but you may want to have a person on each side with like an oar, just kind of casually directing it so it doesn't.
Chug's got it.
Looks like you lost, Fandango. Grab an oar.
Fandango's
all right,
chewing on this barrel right now. He's like, "What's this?" I have to come running and get him. I'm like, "Stop!
So Chugs and Sefri will take the oars on the side, and Burnsy, you'll be sort of scouting and giving directions.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
A little to the left. No, to the right. A little to the left.
The first day goes by uneventfully. Floating down the river seems to be a much better way to travel than via the roads. And then on the second day, Burnsy, I'll have you make a perception check. I guess that would be.
Okay. Skills. Okay.
Damn.
Ooh.
Crit.
Very good. So, up ahead, as you're traveling, give me a second to...
You perceive that the horses get seasick.
We see Bushmen under the water swimming. That would be bad.
Kind of have to move some stuff into the right layer here.
Oh boy.
So, as the boat's going down there, you see in the distance that obviously it is sort of congested and blocked off to where you only have a small area to squeeze through
damn.
with the boat.
Are there spider webs all over the tree?
So since you saw it ahead quite a distance, you guys won't have to scramble to direct yourself. You'll have time if you wanted to, if you want to shore it up to get right in there, right in between, or whatever you want to do to maneuver around this.
Go through it, Ben.
I want to spin through it.
Is the water rapids at all?
Around the rocks and sort of kind of by the shore it is, but not through that center. It looks like it's pretty smooth through that center area.
We have like long oars, right?
Yes.
You wanna I don't know, maybe we can ease up to it and kind of poke around with the oars, make sure there's nothing underneath the water. I don't know. I got a feeling that, I don't know. I'm wondering if it's like a choke point that's there on purpose. Did like the trees look like recently felled or anything like that? Like it's.
Looking to the left, you see that there is only that one sort of tree that was cut down, or it looks like it had fallen over or was cut down on that side. The one on the northern side of the shore just looks like it's kind of naturally there, but the one on the southern side does not look to have been there for too long.
As we go through it, I can take out my null glaive and like hack at the branches.
That's true.
Stuck on it. Hey, wait!
So I said like let's approach it slowly and kind of be cautious as we're trying to navigate through that. Especially if it looks like possibly that one tree could have been cut down to funnel us in that area. You know what I'm saying?
Chugs is actually a little nervous being on the water, so he's kind of looking at Burnsy for some reassurance that this is okay to get around. So he's wearing sort of heavy armor, and he's not a great swimmer. He was born in a mountain, so he's a little nervous. You can see he's got a little white. He's like, Burnsy,
You want me to take
tell me
over,
what to do, buddy.
You want me to take over the oar for a second? You can get more towards
No,
the
you
middle.
just tell me which way to. You tell me which way to push it.
Why don't we just do? Why don't we just use one oar as a rudder for the time being, and then just kind of take it slow. And then if it gets too much, we can kind of push ourselves through with the second oar. But right now, just kind of focus on steering rather than paddling.
So I would say, what would you think that would be? Would that be like an athletics check or a?
Probably, or
Yeah, probably athletics. I'd
athletics.
say. So
maybe
Sefri and Chugs.
Let me see what my. So
you
what is
should
that?
Both, unless just one of you is going to use the. Is going to try to get it over there. You would both make, or you'd make an athletics check if you're going to try to maneuver the boat.
And that base stat, is that strength?
Yes.
Okay, so my strength's 18.
Mine's a 10.
So maybe I should do it. All right, athletics check. Yeah, I got my past 16, not bad. All right, athletics, here we go.
All right. So since you had plenty of room from Burnsy's scouting, you kind of maneuver the boat to where it looks like it's going to fit through that section there. Yeah, you guys will have to move. They're not on the same layers.
And Chugs killed us all. Chugs killed us all. Sefri. Okay. All right, Chugs is gonna get in the back so he can be steering.
And then let's see.
Damn, that's awesome. Got an 18 strength already. Shit.
And Burnsy, from your expert scouting on the river, as you get close, you see a abnormally large frog
All right.
on the rock to the south, and you also see one on the rock to the north.
Abnormally large.
Frogs.
They are. Let me get the.
What the fuck? I hate frogs.
Oh,
Yes, they are giant frogs.
I don't like little ones. A little one was in my house, and I tried to catch him, and he jumped away from me, and I said, you're fine. You can live here. I don't know where he is.
I will add the giant frog to your monsters journal.
Ooh, monster journal.
I love the
I
description.
see him.
Because
Oh my god, that's a huge frog.
you could dump our horses and ride these things instead.
So these frogs
Oh,
are
could
big.
we?
Oh no.
Bigger than Burns, yeah.
All right, so I've got to arm wrestle them for dominance. Okay.
We'll just keep the ship anchored while you do that.
All right. Do we I don't know what if we would need to roll a check. Like, are any of us familiar with this either through I don't know, nature or animal handling or history or anything like that? Like, do we know anything about giant frogs? Have we heard about them?
Let's see. You could do, a nature check to see if you know what they'd be doing here, or what's going on in this situation. All right, you.
Hmm.
Let me grab the monster.
Look at Dave with all
here
his
so I
tomes
can-
of knowledge.
Scrambling to remember.
We're all there, man. Don't feel pressured because I don't remember anything.
So they're obviously not very common. You wonder if they're there as, you know, they wouldn't just kind of like sit out like that. They would probably either be shying away from, you know, it seems suspicious that they're sitting there in this choke point in the river. So it's a bit out of place in your mind.
Do we know if they're usually aggressive?
They can
They can be.
they could be if they're provoked.
We need to get after hours away from that part of the boat. Like Fandango.
Do we know if they're intelligent? Like, can they speak, or are they just big ass frogs?
What was that children's book, Mr. Toad, or whatever that thing was?
Frog and Toad.
He was just like, yeah, this this like deep-thoughted Englishman. Hey,
Like, if we don't know, we don't know. But I just want to.
They're not intelligent. Like they wouldn't speak or anything like that. They're just animals. Just beasts, pretty much.
All right. So if they're threatened, they might attack. I don't know. Okay. So what do you guys think we should do? We could kill them outright. But if they're just big frogs, oh, where'd Steve go?
The frog guy.
First Bushman, now him.
Can I use my magnifying glass and see if they have an angry look on their faces?
Did it look angry? Well, it was a frog. Did it look angry for a frog?
Its eyes were.
All right, I've got an idea, but I want to run it past you guys before we try. Man, I love this boat. It's such a cool boat.
Is the middle like the captain's chambers? Like you don't let anyone go in there. They have to have your permission.
It's like like any pirate ship, where the first mate's only allowed in even on special occasions.
So is that like a animal skin on the front?
Hey, it looks like
Yeah, they put a nice little animal skin rug on the front for some reason.
it's like it's like a barge where you have like a covered area that's got a couple of bunks in it, I would think, and then yeah, they actually used these to navigate Florida back when like the St. Johns River wasn't explored, and they built these things called flatboats, and they were just like these rafts that had like wood paneling on it, and yeah, they actually used those too to navigate the Mississippi. They would build these giant rafts, and they would make them so big that they could put like grass on the roof of it, and they would bring livestock down from the north just by putting them on the roofs and allowing them to eat the grass on the way down. And then when they got there, they would chop them apart and then build a house out of them.
The animals?
The animals?
Conan used there.
I love this bathroom. What's it from? A cow.
But yeah, Lincoln did that. He was on a flatboat, and he went from
Lincoln.
I don't know, through Illinois. Yeah,
Oh,
Abraham
shit.
Lincoln, and he went all the way down to Mississippi on a flatboat, and then built a house down there.
Holy cow.
So, all right, man. With these frogs, we've heard that, or I guess we know that they can be aggressive if they're provoked, but they're just like normal animals, I guess, or they're large, but they have the mentality of like an animal. But like
What if
any
you just-
Yes.
wild animal, they'd probably attack and try to eat something that was smaller than it if they were hungry.
Chugs would be like, "Can you play a song?"
That's what I was
Oh,
thinking
okay.
too. Yeah, I'll just I don't know. I can play the lute and then see how they react to it, and kind
Play a
of
peaceful melody, and I'll be pushing
Right.
like hell to get past the branches.
yeah.
So are you trying to right now? Are you kind of rowing to get through there, or are you trying to stop yourself from going through there while you assess the situation?
We kind of held up, like stopped as we were getting closer.
Okay. But you're like easing through, or you're gonna play something from that distance, or?
I think I'm gonna start playing, and then we're gonna. And then Chugs, you said you wanted to go fast.
Well, Chugs is gonna step up, and he can see like, I've got my longbow. I could just shoot at his feet and see if I can spook him off. Sefri's got her bow.
Yeah, but
I don't know.
If they feel threatened, they might be more likely to attack us. And I'm small.
Oh, fine. And Chuck is just going to saunter back to the back. And then he's going to look back over his shoulder. He's like, I'm just kidding. You can play it. Let's play some.
Yeah, I'm going to play the lute. And I don't know, what do you guys think? Should we go fast or slow?
I think if we just go a normal pace, like if they're aggressive like animals, then they might pursue like a dog would. But if we just go in like I'm just worried about getting caught on these branches. So Chugs is going to just push us like we're going at normal speed. And then if something happens, he'll pull his oar in and he'll run to the one at the branches.
Okay. And what do we think? What do you think frogs would like better? A lute or panpipes?
Panpipes for sure.
The pan flute or the lute? I don't know. I've never talked to frogs about it before.
They seem like a panpipe kind of guy.
Pan flute? All right, we'll try the pan flute. Should I roll performance for these frogs?
Okay. Yes.
I'm so glad you're a bard.
All right, here we go.
Because if this was Bushman, he'd be like, I'm gonna flying kick jump face him.
Is this count as performance or animal handling? I guess I'm not handling them. That's like riding a horse, right?
Yeah, it'd be.
I could touch him if you want me to.
It'd be performance.
Yeah,
I can touch
you go touch him.
If we go wild, just brush his face.
Jump onto them and just like the rope as reins.
Yeah, look what I got.
All right, so performance 13. All right, you're
not my best.
You're playing your music, trying to soothe them as you slowly move in that way. Let's see, this is on that. So we'll move you up to here.
I just pictured us all like running in place like cartoon characters.
Actually, I'm shoot, it's in the wrong layer still. Let me move you up just a little bit further. Okay. So you seem to the raft as you're I guess rowing with the oars. Chugs and Sefri, make another athletics check.
Oh.
You remember how to do that,
You
Sefri?
said strength?
If you just click on your character, there should be a skill athletics button.
Oh.
Okay, so as you Burnsy's playing a nice tune, but when you get into this position, you notice that it seems like the raft is getting stuck on something. You can't really tell exactly what it is from your position on the sides. I guess Chugs, you're at the back right now, but
all right. So Chugs will. So it looks like I'm getting stuck up by the branches here.
It doesn't seem. Roll a perception check, Chugs.
Okay. Wait, I forgot. I gotta save these. Don't let me forget that I gotta write that poem down. I saved the other one. I gotta find them. All right, 12.
All right. You look at the tree and the branches, and nothing seems to actually come down and make contact with the raft. So it doesn't look like there's anything above water that is hindering the raft, but it still seems like you're kind of slowly just, the raft is not going smoothly over the water.
So Chugs is gonna say, Burnsy, I think it's something under the boat. What do we do in this situation? Do I hit it with a sword?
Did you check with your oars to kind of run them along the side to see if it's stuck on anything?
All right, Chugs is gonna go back.
I was
Chugs gonna start
singing my song, so I wasn't paying attention to what you were doing.
Dave, can I poke my oar down on the ground to see if I can feel bottom?
Yeah, from you're on the back of the boat right now.
Actually, I'm gonna move up to the front here.
Because you might be able to
start right
off.
Yeah, I think that's what my athletics check was for. Right, Dave?
For rowing, basically.
I'm trying to push on the bottom with my oar. See if the water's shallow enough. So
from the back, you put your oar in to check to see if there's anything down there, and it's all clear water.
Oh.
You can move it around back there freely.
Oh. So Chugs is going to come up here to the corner, and he's going to keep his eye on that frog. And he's going to start trying to poke to see if, he's going to come up pretty near the front and see if you can feel bottom over here.
Okay. While you're doing that, the raft kind of slides just a little bit more. Whoops. Slides just a little bit more in. So you take your oar and you're kind of sticking it down to see if you can dislodge the raft from whatever's hindering it.
Yep, I'm just trying to see if I can push the bottom. Trent and I have done this many times in the Peace River.
Yeah.
As you stick your oar down to the water, you connect with something, but it sort of sinks into it, and then it seems to be kind of like stuck there.
Oh. All right.
And as you kind of I guess if you react, are you gonna leave the oar, or do you want to try and? No,
I'm gonna try
grab it back, or.
Chuck's gonna look over his shoulder at Burns and be like, "It's fine, it's fine, it's fine," and he's gonna roll another athletics check or a strength check. I don't know what you want to try and yank it up.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this.
You can roll strength, I guess.
Oh.
All right, so as you yank the oar and try to get it back out of the water, you notice that it comes up a little bit, and you see a shimmering kind of translucent mass has formed around it, and it's kind of pulling it down. It's the paddle of the oar is stuck inside it, and it's pulling it back.
All right. Can I? And I'm gonna. Oh, go ahead.
I guess I'll just leave it at that. So it doesn't come out, and it's actually actively pulling it back down to sink the oar in more into it.
So Chugs is gonna shout. He's gonna mutter under his breath like piece of shit. And he's gonna pull his sword out. He's gonna pull Signwrath's sword out, and he's gonna just with one hand on the oar and the other one with his sword start jabbing at whatever this thing is that has the oar.
All right.
Nice. Look, this is what Chugs would do. Chugs wants his oar back.
So as you jab at the mass underneath the water, it kind of quivers and reacts, and you see it sort of along the base of the just at the surface of the water. You see parts of the water start to react and ripple, Let me get this thing out of here.
Oh, don't tell me
Let
that's a gelatinous cube.
That's what it sounds like to me.
It's as big as our boat.
Oh, Jesus.
I think I have to move it back to the. Oh, that's not good. Alright, so. Give me 1 second here. Gonna have to find him under there.
Look, he would have attacked us anyway. Okay, he had the ore.
And then this thing, I need to move to front. Okay.
Can we persuade it to be our friend?
Hey.
So, you see you see it moving, and it's an impossibly large, what looks to be a gelatinous cube under the surface of the water. And did Burnsy cut out?
I think he just took a call.
Oh, okay. So your raft is obviously like skidding on top of it, as it's like just below the surface of the water, and you notice that it seems to not be moving. It's just stuck there, and your boat is kind of getting slowly eaten. The underside is being slowly eaten by the acidity of the cube underneath.
Oh shit!
We asked the rock for help. Well, like, what if we took a rope and tied it to the tree and tried to pull ourselves across, like pull ourselves over it? We'd be pulling towards the tree, though. I think.
That's not a bad idea because we can't swim on top of the cube. We have grappling hooks.
You do have some grappling hooks.
Oh shit, Sefri.
Yay! I'm dying to use something in my inventory.
The captain's piping. It's not a bad idea. Maybe we can just swing ourselves away from it. Well, what if... Leave my grappling hook for use. I'll just start getting... That's true. We could actually just skitter off this boat right now. But then we have to decide which way we're going. If it comes to that. Chugs could run up the tree and try and secure us. Shit. Well, we can't fight this thing. We're on top. Oh, he's QQing. Okay, well, let's try grappling hooks. Me and Sefri have them.
All right. So,
I'll probably aim.
You guys will have to make.
I have an idea.
I guess it'd be like a ranged attack, wouldn't it?
Maybe. Could we actually? I have an idea, Sefri. So, we have this tree, and then we have this rock. Could we both? I throw my grappling hook on the tree, and you throw yours on the rock, and then we pull on them to see if we can just slide over them, maybe?
Yeah.
Does a grappling hook work on a rock, Dungeon Master?
It would if it could catch a like a kind of a crevice in it, or a
right here.
Part that it could hook onto.
Oh, there's a smaller rock right here.
Dog there, and he'll
Yeah. Shit.
All right, so if you guys want to make grappling hook throws, I would say make a ranged attack. You could probably just use your ranged attack 1. All right, you're aiming for the tree, right,
Yeah.
Jugs? Okay, and Sefri, you're aiming for the rocks.
Yeah.
Unless you want to go for the trees.
Too far away, and that rock would give more leverage if I just shot it over, like... Am I clicking it? Oh, I'm on the thing. If I, like, maybe over here? I'm afraid to aim for this one with the frog on it.
Piss them off.
I'll get back there. Let's see, how far is that? That's 35. What is a ranged attack?
You just, if you click on your character, and then there should be ranged attack 1. I think you can probably use that to.
Do you know the, or does it say like about how far that reaches usually?
What was the distance?
Oh, that's
from you to your spot you're throwing
like
to?
35 to 40.
Yeah, I guess you could probably throw it. You could probably throw it that far. I'd say 30 would be kind of the edge.
Well, I'll throw it towards the 35, and then if it doesn't catch it, I'll on that side of the frog raft.
So have we decided, since we've befriended these frogs, to throw the grappling hooks to them and have them catch it?
Tell them to swim.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you both throw your grappling hooks out in your different directions. Chug's yours wraps around a tree branch and has no problem hooking into it.
Nice.
Zephyr yours kind of hits the rock and goes over like into the water, but as you tug on it to pull it back up, it doesn't come back out of the water, so it's stuck on something on the other side of that rock. So you still have leverage to pull.
I could have aimed for the cube, and it would have stuck there. We could have pulled ourselves.
You know what I imagine? I imagine like we're doing this, and Burnsy's all of a sudden playing his pan flute like even louder, like oh.
The Mexican hat dance.
Please don't eat us. Yeah.
All right, so Chugs and Sefri make a strength check to pull, or I guess athletics. You can just use that skill to pull on your ropes. All right, so now we're gonna have to move this, which is gonna be kind of tricky, but
is it gonna make a sound?
So you pull it up pretty far. Chugs is doing a little bit more of the work, but you guys get it, and you can hear it sort of. Yeah, you can hear like the slurping and like as it's like trying to get over the gelatinous cube underneath. And as you pull it to this point, you hear a loud croaking sound.
Oh Jesus!
From the shores to your north and south.
Oh, you damn frogs!
How they catch their prey. Oh.
Put those motherfuckers asleep. Can bears fight?
That's my. I was actually thinking that I could just, since I already have my instrument out, that I'm gonna. It was kind of a backup plan. I was gonna try to put him to sleep.
Sick 'em. Oh shit!
And you see a few bullywugs, which are kind of like frog people, that are croaking and kind of like pointing. They're holding spears, and they sort of point at the boat from both directions here. And everyone should roll initiative.
Oh my god! We're sitting on a gelatinous cube.
What's the macro?
I guess we got to decide if we're gonna.
Oh wait, no, it's already up. Never mind. I don't know what I'm doing. Should we roll for our animals too?
If you want to direct them separately, you can. Just to put them in the order there.
Is there a quick? Whoa, that's a zoom. Is there a quick button for initiative? I don't remember. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, there's one.
Never mind. I just rolled for board. Oh, damn it.
Okay,
And, wait a
so
second.
select this.
Yeah, that was after ours' initiative roll. Oh no, wait, no, never mind. Suffer didn't roll initiative. Never mind. Sorry.
All right, so everyone's in order there. So the two bullywugs here are kind of croaking loudly.
Did we decide?
But they seem. Oh, go ahead.
No, did we decide if we were gonna fight or if we were gonna keep pulling the boat?
You haven't. When your turn comes up, you can decide whether to keep pulling on the tree or to let go and fight. So the bullywugs are kind of they're croaking and they're pointing, but they're not actually doing anything yet. So I think I click this goes next. Yeah.
Bullywug.
So Sefri, you're up. And they look angry. They look agitated, but they haven't done anything yet.
I pull out my mirror and.
That's mean.
Oh.
That's so mean.
Dang it. Well, there's only two over here.
Cyber's like, it's not a big deal.
I think I'd like to set my rope down and step on it, so I don't completely lose it, and then take a shot at him.
Nice.
At the bullywug on the
let's see
rock.
Which one?
I take out my M80s, prepared to kill these frogs the way I did when I was a child.
That's fucked up.
I didn't do that.
I have a
But
feeling
that's how you
giant
do it.
frogs are slower because they haven't done anything and they were already there. So I'll go for the bullywug.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Oh man.
Oh,
Okay. So you fire off a shot right at the bullywug, doing let's see, 7.
Oh, ah.
And you crit on your roll, and then you roll a 1 on your damage.
Let's see. How did I do this before? How did I track their health? Oh, okay. It's on.
It's been like 6 months, hasn't it?
8.
Yeah.
8? I'm like,
More than, yeah.
insane.
Well, that didn't happen.
Now I have that fucking song from Frozen in my head.
Okay, so it hits him right in the chest, and he croaks and kind of stumbles, goes down to one knee, but he's still kind of like shaking his spear back in your direction. And then it is Chugs' turn.
This gelatinous cube is terrifying. Chugs is gonna pull.
For sure.
I don't know.
Or did they
It's
just
true.
put a
Who
bunch
knows?
of oatmeal packets in the water?
Green oatmeal packets. Chugs is going to.
We were just trying to make oatmeal. Don't kill us.
You're on my lunch.
When you get to Baldur's Gate, there'll be just a bunch of wanted posters for the goose dogs.
Destroyers of the town's oatmeal. All right. Chugs is going to spend his turn to pull on his rope. He's going to keep trying to
Go
pull
ahead
us
and make an athletics check.
Ooh, fuck yeah.
Dang. Okay, so you pull the boat, and we're gonna have to move everybody again. Let's see.
Fandango.
You just take control of the boat and pull it a really good distance through the murky gelatinous water.
Oh, he said gelatinous. It's gotta. That doesn't sound like oatmeal.
Could be Jello packets.
Gelatin.
It's literally gelatin.
This was for the orphans party.
All right, Bernsey.
I'm not really doing anything, so I will take a shot with the hand crossbow of the same bullywug.
All right.
Okay. I forgot how to do this. Range
Ranged
attack 1,
attack,
right?
Yep. It will miss as he takes cover behind a small part of the rock. It bounces off.
That sounds familiar.
Ah, it's good to be back.
It's good to be back.
All right, so after you fire the crossbow bolt at him, he lets out another croak at the frog on his side, to his side, and so the frog makes a leap.
Oh, bastard frogs!
Son of a bitch.
Falls into the
Let's
jelly
see.
cube.
I'll never
Oh,
play a song for a frog again as long as I live.
oh, this was the day.
You can quote me on that. Hold me to it.
He jumps all the way from the rock right onto the edge of the boat, distance of 20 feet,
Gosh.
and just lands on the side, and the boat kind of rocks as he gets on,
Oh man.
and he goes to make an attack. Let's see.
I'm so close to the edge, he's gonna push me off.
He he takes it. He uses his giant mouth and tries to bite you,
Oh shit.
but he will miss. As the boat's swaying, it kind of like naturally dodges you out of the way from his attack. And then Boris, if you want to give him any commands to move around or anything,
It's
you can.
my movement if I decide to mount Boris, right?
Yes.
He just jumps under your legs.
Boy, under me.
Yeah, Boris is just gonna move behind me.
All right.
Frogs can kill if they're eaten by a dog.
That's true. That's a very good point.
All right. The bullywug on the North Shore is just yelling in his frog language. and then to that command, the giant frog here will take a leap.
Oh, shit.
And he bites at After Hours, who is drunk out of his mind and doesn't know what's going on. And he will hit for... Let's see how much damage do they do?
Oh, no.
For 7 damage.
How many points does he get? Oh, that's
So he bites him, and After Hours lets out a a very
What an
humanly
asshole.
hoarse-sounding voice.
How do we do the emote thing? Is
So-
that just /EM?
I think so.
Yeah, it does.
So then, After Hours, if you, Sephiroth, if you want to make him move, you can.
Alright, just gonna go get a drink of water. Now that he's been bitten.
I think you can just make him. I can't remember if they can disengage while moving or not. I know they can dash.
Well, how about in the shock from being bitten, he kind of like rears up and kicks? Could that possibly hurt the frog?
He can't. You can't order him to attack, unfortunately.
But his reaction wouldn't be like Like just from being bitten, like he was like scared.
Yeah, he's visibly scared, but he's on a boat and there's nowhere to really go. Let's see, it said mounted combat in here somewhere.
How do you send messages to people? Is it whisper or tell, or is that just World of Warcraft?
I think it's just
I think it's /W. Yeah. Oh yeah, you can disengage, or tell him to act defensively, like take a dodge action. So you could move him away if you wanted to get out of range of that frog.
How far can he go? Can he run up to the front of the boat?
Yeah. All right. So in his fear, you tell him to march over to the front.
Hey, that was the thing. Boris Poots.
So now that the giant frogs are on the boat, the other bullywugs sort of follow up behind them. He makes a leap just like the frog onto the boat.
How big are the bullywugs?
The bullywugs are, I believe they're small.
Can't like throw them off.
They're like Burnsy's size.
Throw them off. Hey, get out of here. Whoa.
Oh no, they're medium. So
Oh, they're like humans.
they're a little bit bigger. They're like human size. Probably more like dwarf size, I guess. But
Well, I'm human size.
Oh, that's right. I'm a dwarf.
so then this guy will also make his jump. So he jumps there on the side of that frog, and then it is back to Sefri.
Well, this thing is right next to me, but it's a giant frog. I guess I'm just going to hit him.
All right, you slash at the frog and cut into him pretty deeply. Let's see.
I use it as a pith. I do it into his head and like turn it around.
Well, he somehow survives that, but he's bleeding pretty badly and cut open. It's oatmeal colored.
Oh no! Ugh. Maybe this is a burial site.
All right, Chugs.
All right, so Fandango is going to, he's only got 19 health.
Oh,
So as being a battle-bred horse. Oh, what's Sefri?
well, I should have taken my I still have my rope with the grappling hook. I should have just wrapped it around his neck and had it drag him off.
Oh, that's fucking dirty. That's a good idea though. It's cold-blooded. So Fandango is gonna charge at this bullywug. I don't know how to attack as a horse.
You have to be riding him, I think. Let me make sure. I can't remember what I wrote for.
He's got his teeth bared already. Look, he's ready to.
So I'm telling you, it's nuts. If not, it's no big deal.
Yeah, it was meant to be when you're riding him.
So then, no problem. So Chugs is gonna go over here, and he's gonna get himself up against these branches. Do these branches look pretty sturdy right here? These ones right here.
Yeah, you can find a somewhat sturdy one, but they, since the tree originates on shore, they can be a little shaky.
All right. if Chugs wants to move here, then is that going to be an attack of opportunity? Because he was right here. So I want to go with the houses, with the tents right there. I'd probably have to go this way, right?
Yeah, I guess you would go around it, unless, I mean, if the tent's like loosely on there, you could.
Oh, okay.
You could probably tear through it as you're running if you wanted to.
Okay. So he wants to put himself right here. Is that okay without an attack of opportunity?
Yeah, if you want to use your great sword while you're running to kind of just like slash through that corner of the tent, that's fine.
I'm sorry, Burns. So Chugs is gonna plant his legs in the boat, and he's gonna push against the branch to try and move the boat over the gelatinous cube some more. Because now the grappling hook is like was right next to his side. It probably wouldn't have been able to move him too good. So he's gonna push against this tree to sort of move us.
All right.
Roll on others. Athletics. Holy shit! A crit.
Dang. Okay. So you push and get a really good solid footing.
Yeah.
And you can move everybody here. Come back.
We're almost away from this fucking thing, but now it's on our bows.
So yeah, it's pretty much just the floaty barrels that are kind of skidding on the rest of the obstruction.
The important part.
All right, Burnsy.
I'm gonna use vicious mockery on this guy right here.
After she said the mirror
All right.
you're really rubbing it in now.
And I'm gonna say, "Thou tottering, pox-marked blind worm." I've got a Shakespeare insult generator up, so I just go with.
Were you really? Oh shit! Is that a thing?
Yeah, it doesn't. Sometimes it tells me what play it's from, but not this one.
Oh,
Let me
fantastic.
Let me see if I can look it up. But yeah, I'm gonna use that on that one there to try to give him a disadvantage when he tries to attack Sefri again.
Nice.
He starts crying.
Is that a roll for?
It's a cantrip. So let me see what I have to do.
Vicious mockery.
Cantrip. So it is one action, one creature within range. It's charisma. Okay, so here it's this one. I don't know if I'm rolling for.
I think it should be on your, if you have it as a spell. Let's look at your sheet there. So your spell book.
There's cast spell.
Vicious mockery.
There's a damage dice too.
Yeah, I'd do cast spell and see what that does, and then we'll see if we need to do damage afterwards. No. Didn't do anything.
Wired.
Oh no.
Let me see. There's a.
Well, it's a wisdom save versus your charisma, so I think you can just roll a charisma check and probably add your proficiency bonus, which might be 2. I think it's still 2. And then you can just roll a d4 plus So that's what you'd have to save against. He does not. So you're, I guess you would roll damage at that point, which was a D4.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that would add your charisma. I think it would add your charisma bonus to it. Do you know what your charisma bonus is on your core stats?
Let me see here. Charisma, the modifier, or save bonus?
The modifier. 3. Okay, so 5 total.
Is it supposed to be that high? It's because it's damage dice and 1d4. It says nothing for stat bonus in the spell book.
Oh, okay. Maybe it is just a D4 then.
Because it's primarily to give them disadvantage on their next attack roll, and then the psychic damage.
Okay, so it's just all right. That makes sense then. So he'll just take some damage as he looks a little more sullen.
Good,
and,
he's an asshole.
He'll have disadvantage on his next turn. So then the giant frog next to Sephri tries to take another bite at her. He will miss. As you kind of as he bites towards you, you kind of step down on the raft again to make it rock and throw him off balance. So he misses. And then if you want to move Boris, you can, Burnsy.
Nah, he's gonna. I mean, I don't know what else to do than keep him safe, so he'll just kind of hang out.
All right. So this guy on the edge of the rock here can go.
Fuck himself.
He jumps just onto the edge of that barrel. Let me. Okay, he stumbles a little bit, but he keeps his balance. And then he's going to make an attack on Chugs with his spear. Uh, 14 probably doesn't hit you.
No, I'm 16, I believe. Let me double check that. It's been a while. Pretty sure I'm 16 though. My armor.
All right, so his stumbling kind of causes him to flail wildly and miss.
Good.
And then this giant frog standing next to
Yeah, I'm 16.
Bullywog will move up towards Burnsy as the Bullywogs are kind of directing him. And he will make a bite attack. Does a 14 hit you, Burnsy?
For that, I should look at core stats and then armor class, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
My armor class is 15, so no.
I thought
Okay, so he misses.
Nice, you frog.
Fuck you, frog. Get out my
And
frog.
then after hours can move if you want him to. Sephri. All right. Then this guy who has disadvantage will move up to attack Sephri.
Oh, he has disadvantage? Oh, right, Vicious Mockery. So that means you get your sneak attack damage on him. Right? Dave? If I have disadvantage?
He will.
Or is it just...
I don't think just disadvantage gives you. It's disadvantage for him attacking.
Ah, cool. That's just as good.
But he does hit AC 17.
Ooh.
And
I think, Sephri, aren't you 16? You have a high dagger.
15. 15, yep.
All right, so he does 6 damage to you. So he kind of stabs at your leg while you're dodging the giant frog. And then his friend on the north side of the boat here will move to try and flank Chugs. And he will miss with his spear. All right, Sefri.
I'm still gonna go for this big guy because I feel like more damage than this little guy. He's almost dead anyway. Try to hit that guy again.
Damn, son.
Nice.
Jeez.
You're attacking the giant frog?
The giant frog, because he's in my face.
Yep,
Get out of
he
my
is. You take another swing through the gash that you made last time and end up beheading him as his body and his head both kind of tumble off the side of the raft into the water.
Oh, we should grab it. We can have some of them frog legs for dinner.
I got
sitting on that joke for about a half hour.
All right, Chugs.
So Chugs is going to notice there's a lot of weight towards the front of the boat. So he's going to holler at Fandango to run up with after hours. Because what his thinking is that if he can get most of the weight near the front of the boat, the back of the boat might lift up a little bit off the jelly. He's going to try and push one last time and hope that the boat's a little tilted. Nice. So I guess it's up to the DM if Fandango's going to listen to him because he's kind of stubborn or whatever.
Stupid. Look at him. On that face.
All right, you can move him.
Fandango, get! All right. So
he runs up.
Yeah, he runs up there. I'm gonna have to move up 1 square to get to this branch. So I think I'm gonna take an attack.
Yeah, you would from both of them.
All right, it's worth it. I gotta save the boat. I'll take it.
All right. So they both take their spears to try and stop you from moving. First one will miss, and the second one will miss.
Shit. All right. So he's gonna give one last push to get us free. Come on, baby. Ooh, not bad. That's pretty good. I'm not trying to influence you, Dave, but I'm just saying.
Wait, this thing isn't. All right, so the boat, you feel it. You can physically feel it as it comes off the edge of the obstruction and sort of is now in open waters. Let's see, you guys are back here. And you guys are up here. So you can feel that it's free of the obstruction now. And there's just the bullywugs to deal with who have...
Oh, thank God.
We're trying to take you out. So, Burnsy, got a giant frog in your face.
All right, and I'm going to stab him with my rapier.
Fix off the shot.
I took it personal.
You see a gelatinous mass like rising in the air out of the water, like just a big single.
Oh, I'm not going to forget that.
Or maybe he's really sensitive and he just sulks back into the water. Like, ooh.
Oh, I'm just Cuban. All right, I'm gonna stab at this frog with my rapier. I'm gonna make sure real quick that my melee number 1 is the rapier and not my dagger. Weapons. Okay, it is.
Damn, son.
Oh. it sinks in easily to his soft skin, going deep inside, and he lets out a painful croak.
Yes.
Nice.
What does that sound like?
I don't know. It sounds weirdly human, again.
Oh, get you some, frog. Get you some.
All right, this guy is done. Boris can move if you want him to.
Yeah, Boris is gonna move to the back a little bit just to balance out the weight, even though he's a dog. I don't know if it matters. Now that we're free of the cube.
All right. So then the bullywug on top of the barrel, that side of it with you, Chugs is going to stab. And he will hit 17.
Yep, I'll hit.
And he does 2 damage.
-2. Nice.
And then the giant frog in front of Burnsy is going to try and bite at him again. He will hit AC 17. So
Dick. What a dick frog.
let's see.
What a frog.
He does 3.
Who's those F-babies?
He does 3 damage, and as his mouth comes down onto you, it clamps, and you're now in like a grapple with him. So his mouth is like closed onto you.
What?
The rules for grappling. I mean, do I have an action right away, or do I have to wait my next turn?
I will look that up really
never
quick.
grappled. I didn't think this would happen. I didn't think I would be grappling with a giant frog, Dave.
It's back here with the status stuff. So your speed is 0, so you can't like move anywhere. You can still attack. You just can't move out of it, but you can make an action to try and remove yourself from it instead of attacking. So let's see. You can use either, I think, athletics or acrobatics, whichever you're better at,
Acrobatics.
to try and get out of it. All right, so, I guess we can save that for your turn. It wouldn't happen immediately, but it'll come up when you.
Okay.
So, after hours, staying at the front, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Does that vicious mockery keep disadvantage on him, or was it only for his next attack?
I think it's just the next attack, and that already passed. So.
All right, so he's going to, seeing his pet frog slayed by Sefri, he's going to try and attack her.
Aww.
And he will miss as he kind of steps over to attack you. He slips on some of the slippery remains of his pet frog, and he actually slips right past you and falls off the boat into the water.
What? Oh my gosh. He's swimming away?
He just went into the water. You can't really discern his exact position at the moment. All right, and then this guy will move up to Chugs. He will hit for 7 damage with his spear.
Holy shit.
So he comes up to join his friend to try and flank you.
No, let me take it off.
And then it is Sefri's turn.
Since we're on the other side of this rock, does the grappling hook come loose?
I think you had let go of the rope, right? To fight?
Oh man, I put it down and was stepping on it, so I didn't lose the rope. Remember?
Oh, okay. So if you stayed in the same spot, then then yeah, you've still got your foot on it, and it's still kind of like connected to the rock. But you might be able to dislodge it if you wanted to try.
I'll tug on it to see if it kind of comes loose.
All right,
So I'll drag.
I guess make a dexterity check. See if you can kind of like shake it loose. Okay, you kind of like shake at it and make some waves with the rope to get it to fly out of the spot that it's caught in, and it just kind of is dragging in the water now.
And then, well, just on the same thing, can I try to frog wherever he was?
Can you do what?
Can I like reel it in and try to see if it happens to catch wherever the frog was? The bully.
I guess so.
Okay.
Just for fun.
Yeah. Get back here! You're not dead yet.
Hey, did Steve cut out for anyone else, or is it just me?
I don't see.
Oh no.
He was frozen for a second, but I can still
There
hear
he
him.
is. Okay, just making sure.
Hey.
Go ahead and make do a strength athletics, or just do an athletics check.
Thanks.
Damn.
All right, so you pull after you yank it off the rock. You pull really hard to try and dredge anything in its way, and you seem to have caught something, and it's dragging underneath the water. You assume it's the unlucky bullywug who's underneath there.
Don't be the fucking cube.
Yeah, this is another gelatinous cube. I'm just gonna cook myself so I taste terrible when it eats us.
All right, Chugs.
Chugs is finally gonna turn his attention to the bullywugs, and he looks pretty mad. He's pretty tired from pushing the tree. He's gonna attack the one to his north first with his Cyanrath's sword. It's his sword now. Fuck Cyanrath. There we go.
The guy on the north side?
Yeah.
Alright, you will hit for 12. And that will completely slay him as he loses his balance from the heavy blow and falls off the barrel onto the boat.
On the ship when he dies, so we can have some frog legs for dinner.
All right, Bernsey. So you're trying to grapple out of the frog who's or trying to get out of his grapple, basically his mouth.
Yeah.
Did you want to just use that roll you had last time, or did you want to?
Let me.
It's your choice.
Acrobatics. Wait. I rolled an 11. Ugh. Yeah, I'll stick with that, I guess.
Okay. So you successfully get out of his. So you kind of squirm out of his mouth and push it away from you. So you are now not grappled.
Nice.
I covered myself in Crisco before I got on board.
I happen to be oiled.
So that's what you're doing that tent.
It was a long 8 months. I had to keep myself busy.
Jesus. Just oiling yourself every day to like 70 slow jams.
Steppenwolf, Magic Carpet Ride on repeat.
Oh, gee.
All right. So if you can move Boris if you want to.
He's safe to stay where he is, I think.
All right. So the giant frog is once again going to try and bite at you. That you've gotten out of his first bite. And he will hit AC 18.
Oh, shit.
So He tries to grab you again, does 5 damage, and you are now in his bite once again.
Jeez.
And after hours, I'm assuming he's still drinking water.
I think I drink and he sees that the frogs by me are gone, and so he runs up to see what's going on.
Okay.
With his tail legs.
All right. Let's see, this guy. You feel the grappling hook in the water that you're holding kind of swish like back and forth, like the thing on the end of it is trying to get out of trying to dislodge itself from it, but it's still kind of stuck on there. You can feel it's still pulling. And then this bullywug by Chugs is going to stab. It's 17 for 4 damage.
Okay. I'll allow it.
And then Sephri, it's your turn.
Alright, I keep pulling. I feel like I've got a pretty good grasp on it.
23 minus 5.
Another athletics.
20.
Yeah, make an athletics check. Okay, so you pull it closer until it's just about at the edge of the boat, and you can tell it's the bullywug that who had fallen off, and you've kind of got him hooked. It's kind of like pressing his arm against his body, and he's trying to. He's just trying to like get it off of him, but the rushing water is like keeping him against it, so he's having trouble getting out of it.
And I just.
All right, Chugs.
I want to go home to my tadpoles. All right, Chugs is gonna swing at this bullywog right here.
You will miss. He makes a pretty good jump over your sword as you swing.
Chugs is gonna tell him to stand still. He's like really mad.
And then Bernsey.
Did I take damage the first time that I was grappled? Because I know that I lost 5 the second time.
Yeah, I think it was like 2 or 3 damage.
Okay. I'm just trying to keep track on my my hit points. Should I say 2 or 3?
Just 2 is fine.
So, all right. So I'm still grappled. I got to try to get out of it, right?
Yes.
And was it acrobatics or dexterity that I rolled before?
You can roll acrobatics. Okay. All right, you kick around inside and tumble out of his mouth as it opens before he can close down completely on you.
I had to lick his uvula to let me go. It was gross, but I don't mind.
All right, Boris is safe inside the tent still, and then the frog is just going to try and bite again. He's getting very very frustrated apparently, but he will miss this time. And then after hours drinking, bullywug. So the bullywug here that you're pulling up, he manages to get out of the hook, and he is going to grab at your leg. So let's see. I guess it would be just a. Does a 15 hit?
Me?
Sephri?
I'm sorry. Say it again.
Does a 15 hit you?
Yes. 15 armor class. Does that mean?
Okay, so he grabs. He's like on the edge of the boat, and he grabs for your legs, and he he's like holding on to your legs, basically, like by your ankles there, as he's like trying to either pull you down or pull himself up.
Saffron, this is like the scene from Titanic. I think this is romantic.
so you're kind of in a grapple with him at the moment. And then this guy will continue to attack Chugs back here. And he will actually hit again.
Damn.
For 6 damage. So he keeps stabbing and catching you as you're kind of stumbling on that barrel.
It's alright. I haven't even used any of my Battlemaster dice. I probably should have, huh? I could have parried that motherfucker.
Alright, Sefri, so you're being grappled by the bullywug over the side of the boat. You can either attack him or attempt to escape from him holding you, or...
Escape. I brought him back to the boat. I'm going to take the rope from the grappling hook that I just reeled in, and since his hands are occupied on my ankles, I'm going to wrap it around his neck and attempt to punch him in the face.
Oh my god! Dave's like, what happened to my sister?
Alright.
We punched frogs in the face all the time growing up.
What the hell's going on at the Blosser household?
Alright, so I would just make an attack with your short sword, but then roll. I guess it would just be, I think you just do 1 damage when you punch.
Really?
1 damage.
That might be all I need.
I think if you're not like a monk or haven't trained it.
Okay. So wait, which ones? Okay.
Okay, so that will actually still miss. So as you're grappling, you wrap the rope around his head, but his surprise from you doing that he kind of like jerks it back, and you end up kind of missing when you try to connect with his face. All right, Chugs, you're up.
Oh, all right. I'm gonna attack that motherfucker. Oh, good. There we go.
All right, so you will do 8. Take a nice slash and cut deep into one of his legs.
Save those legs.
And then Burnsy.
I'm gonna stab at this guy with my rapier again. Whew, yeah.
Dang.
Damn,
okay.
son.
You stab again just as he's attempting to bite, but it goes down his throat instead.
Yes.
And he just crumples over onto the deck.
Right into his shitty, ungrateful heart. It's personal. I played a song for these bros.
That's true. No one could say you didn't.
All right, so Sefri, make a strength athletics check. The bullywug is now attempting to dislodge your footing from the boat. Okay, you managed to. His weak, flimsy arms can't pull at your feet as you stay planted on the boat. And then this guy will take another shot at Chugs, and he will miss. So it is Sefri's turn.
Alright. Well, he's trying to pull me off. They don't speak. They speak frog, right?
Yeah, they've just been croaking and kind of more guttural sounds.
Okay, I'll just aim my short bow right down at his face.
You will miss as he uses his grip on your feet once again to like push himself to the side just in time to get out of the way. All right, Chugs.
Same attack. Oh wait. Do I get to roll? Is that just for damage when I roll again?
Yes,
Okay.
but this is a miss. So, as you're swinging at him, he parries with his spear, and it knocks you off balance, and so you fall prone.
Shit.
Down by the kind of like on that side of the barrel on the deck. All right, Burnsy.
All right, I'm gonna vicious mockery that bullywug, and ooh, this is good. I'm gonna say, "Thou Matt Mustachio Purple-Hued Maltworm," from Henry IV. In case anyone's curious.
Are these really?
Yes, I swear to God.
My God.
How great that my two insults have been worm-based for this.
He's gotten very lucky.
Yeah.
Unless that's all he used.
So, all right, I say that, and then, excuse me. Let's see. Wait a second. There it is. Oh wait, I forgot they didn't do anything. But it looks good.
Shit, hold on.
So, did we decide there was something I needed to roll?
Just do a D4 for the damage. I think he just has to save against your. Let me find the spell again. He just has to save against your wisdom.
Okay.
Or he has to use his wisdom to save against your. Oh, and do a charisma check, just until we figure out what that's really supposed to be. You can kind of base it off of that.
Thank you.
Okay. So that will hit. He is very insulted.
Good.
Insulted to the point that he falls over and stops moving.
Oh shit!
Apparently. It's such a shock to his system that you would call.
Man, that one.
You would use two worm-based insults in the same fight. That he just can't believe
Oh
it.
yes, that one hit home. Yes, Steve, I killed your frog with words. With fucking words.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
His last words come out in the common language. He said, "They always told me my family was a bunch of worms. I guess they were right."
Yes.
That silver tongue of yours.
Oh. I've never felt so powerful.
All right, so the last bullywug is going to try once again to take Sefri off of the boat. So go ahead and make another athletics check, Sefri. What is your strength? Or I guess that would be it. So just 5, and then let's see, what's his strength score? He rolled really badly, so it's close.
As I grab onto one of After Hours' legs.
He will not be able to budge you. So now it is your turn once again. Let's try and do something with this frog that is attached to you.
Man.
Try talking to him. It worked for me.
Maybe after hours, should try talking to him. I guess I couldn't kick very well because he's got my legs. I'll just try short bowing him again.
Cool.
Damn.
All right, as he's well, actually, if you short bow him at close range, you have disadvantage. So like if he's like right in your face and you try and do a ranged attack on him, you can do a melee if you want instead, or if you want to keep that, you'll miss.
Well, I want to punch him again.
You can make a melee attack to try and punch him if you want, or to use your sword, or.
Try to find him. Or wait.
Oh,
Okay.
It'll miss anyways. So you once again start punching at the air as he's kind of ducking under the water and back. All right, Chugs. You're laying in front of this frog who just crumpled over in mental anguish.
So if I get up, is that like, what does that count?
That's supposed to be half your movement to stand up from prone.
So I'm already 25. So that's 25. Let's just say. So really, I could only move about here. From here, can I have? Can I take a shot with my bow at that bullywug? From right here. Through the tent.
He's kind of like in the water. He's still like kind of grabbing at Sefri's feet.
Oh, okay.
So he'd be pretty well covered by the raft itself.
All right. So then I'll just end my turn.
All right. And then Burnsy.
Vicious mockery. All right, so just rolling charisma, right?
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, that'll definitely hit. So roll your d4. Do you have an insult ready? Do you want to make it worm based?
Okay. All right. Methinks thou art a general offense, and every man should beat thee.
He says, but I don't want to get beaten, and just like sinks into the water.
Nice. Holy shit, we did it. Well done.
All right, as the last bullywug falls into the water, the raft continues floating down the river.
I'm writing a song about this.
Look, he's bringing out his pen. He's got a notebook. Chugs will grab an oar and start pushing.
Daddy's dollars calls from the river like miles back.
Oh no, where's Daddy's dollars?
He disappeared with Bushman.
Oh, that's right.
All right, so the raft is covered in the bodies of your amphibian enemies, and it continues to float down the river, and the rest of the day goes by uneventfully.
Over the course of that, I at least want to. I mean, we can toss the other ones overboard after we loot them, if there's anything on them. But I would at least like to cut off one leg, and we can eat it for dinner.
All
How
right.
long that
Roll a
leg would be?
nature check or survival check if you want me to.
All right. Yeah. Let's have you roll. Let's have you roll survival.
Okay. Okay.
See if you know how to prepare
Okay.
a humanoid frog leg.
All right. Let's see. I mean, they can decide if they want to eat it, depending on how well it goes. But all right. Survival. There it is.
Ooh, not bad.
Pretty good. It's prepared well enough to eat. And everyone seems actually surprised that it doesn't taste horrible. So you can all feast on that trophy dinner that night. And then so you feast on the second day on the remains of your enemies, and then and then on the third day. On the third day also passes by uneventfully.
Good.
So let's see here. Wonder if I have this.
Did we find anything significant while we were looting them?
No, they didn't really have anything of note. Not even any gold. Just their spears on them, and small frogmen clothes. If you were
So
looking for a
inclined.
new pair of clothes.
We established they would have been a little bit too big for me, right?
Yeah, they were a little bit. They'd be a pretty good size for Chugs, though. So I just put the map of Baldur's Gate into your handouts.
Oh, we lost Steve.
Uh-oh, Steve just... I guess he went to go change into the frog clothes. Yeah, he just dropped out. I don't have my phone on me either, so I'm not sure if he'll text or not. Let me go grab that really quick.
I found the frog costume.
Are you, did you like skin the frog and now you're like wearing his head as
It was a decisive victory, Dave. Yeah, I'll wear it at least until we pull up into Baldur's Gate.
All right.
Oh, this is a cool map.
We run into any more frogs on the way.
No, there are no more frogs.
Worms Rock and Worms Crossing.
Let's see. Oh, guess Windows Update made him shut down. Yeah, so basically you guys are on that map. You're coming from the east, under the massive bridge. Let's see, what is the bridge's name? It has it on
Worms Rock.
there. That's I guess Worms Rock is the center. But you pass underneath and you can see the many different shops and places kind of set up on that bridge. It looks like it's very overcrowded, and the river kind of follows its way into the port area, and before your mission, you had a contact to ask about in the port from Onthar Froome. He said just ask for basically the Order of the Gauntlet, like looking for help from his associates. So once you get there, you guys would ask around and basically dock there.
Can you guys hear me here right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay, perfect. All right, not so bad.
So
Actually, I might
we're
need to
docking
set
at the
headphones.
bridge.
Yeah, so you pull into the docks and ask around, and one of the workers there kind of directs you over to a port where there's a guy with a symbol of the Order of the Gauntlet. So he kind of provides a spot where you can dock your boat to head into the city. The man that you were looking for is he's in the district called Black Lake, which is just north. So if you're looking at the map, it's underneath the big A circle, the high hall. It's like outside of the gates, north of town out there.
Okay.
And that's where all
Which?
like the caravan.
Oh,
What did you say, Steve?
Baldur's Gate. Is that the one we're looking at?
Yes, yeah. So that's where all the caravans and stuff gather. So Baldur's Gate is like, they don't have any trade routes around the city, and that's purposefully created by the people in the city to make profit off of transporting goods through it. And so most of the time, people who arrive to Baldur's Gate from the east or from wherever, they actually have to unload and have these people called porters run their stuff through the city to the other side. So a lot of times merchants don't even bother going through Baldur's Gate. They kind of like set up a place to sell everything there and then take goods from that side back. But people who do go through would have the porters run their stuff out to the gate, and then the caravans on that side would set up and head away from that side of the city. So as you're unloading or getting off the dock, you're kind of directed to go a certain way, which is actually through the gate called Baldur's Gate, which is in the center of the city, connecting the lower city and the upper city, which is like the poor people and the rich people, basically. But it goes up north and then out. The Black Lake district is on the north side there. And so you're looking for a contact named Akin Celeban, and he's just a trader that's kind of in league with the Order of the Gauntlet, that you're looking for his help at finding the cultist caravan.
How will it take to a man with a frog face?
Yeah, it's probably changed.
No, never. Ooh, what's this? Holy shit.
So, let's see. Let me bring your guys in here.
If anyone needs to take a 5-minute or 2-minute break, I realize I have some hoses running to my jacuzzi. I gotta get out. Or they're letting in bugs. I just realized that my lights are on.
All right, I'm gonna get a drink real quick.
Oh, alrighty. Yeah, we can take a quick.
I just gotta pull all the hoses out real quick. There was a raccoon in there like a couple hours ago, and now
Oh man.
I got my door wide open. All right, give me 1 second.
All right.
I'm more worried about all the bugs and fucking lizards and frogs and bullywogs and shit. All right, let's.
Shark. As I go.
Well, I'm back. I can't tell if Steve's back yet.
Yeah, I'll have to wait to see if we hear him.
So I'm assuming we obviously we went through a long rest, right? Because it was days that we were.
Yes, you guys can have your HP recovered.
Okay. Yeah, I've got to go through and check my how many spells I can have, and I think when we left off, I was going to swap them out for stuff, but I don't know if I ever did. I don't remember.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone will have to kind of recheck everything that they had set up last time.
Yeah. Okay, so 23 hit points. And okay, so if I'm at 4th level, I can know 7 spells, right? And then
Let's see, Bard.
like 4 first level spells and
So you know, correct. 4. You know 7 spells total. So, but you can cast 4 first level and 3 second level per like long rest.
okay.
And then you also know 3 cantrips, which are like just the minor level spells.
Okay. Because I think right now I only have 2 cantrips.
Oh, okay. Yeah, at 4th level you should have gotten 1 more because it went from 2 to 3. And then you would get 1 more either first or second level spell that you would want to choose.
Oh, wait a second. I've got... Okay, I think I know more than I should because I have 6 first level spells. I don't know what the hell's going on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I have 6 first level spells, and then
You could have 6 first level spells because when you choose them, you can choose like any level that you're up to. So, like right now at 4th level, for the 7th one, basically went from 6 to 7. You could choose that to be a first level or a second level spell if you want. Obviously, second level or more power will get progressively more powerful the higher the spell slot is. But
because I currently I know 6 first level, and then 2 second level, and that's wrong, right? Like I have more than I should.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think your college stuff would give you any bonuses to that.
I remember I was leaning more towards one college than the other. I just don't remember. So that's I gotta write down what I have to do.
that, guys. I'm back. I had to. All right.
That's all
Forgot
right.
about that. I should have done that before we started. It was still draining. If you guys are okay with not seeing my face, I might just stay on the PC because it's faster.
Okay.
I mean, I guess.
My laptop did just boot up. Let's see how long it takes to get back on a Roll20. All right, I'm ready.
All right. Let me fix some of this stuff here.
This is near what part again? Or what letter?
It's underneath the big A. It's kind of like on the north side of the city, outside the walls.
Oh, we're outside the wall then.
Yeah. Almost ready here.
Hey, is this our caravan that we broke off from to save the people from Greenest? How funny that shit was. Like, where the fuck were you guys?
No, you haven't seen them since your first departure from into the town. So I guess I'm assuming that you guys would travel through the town, but you're also free to, if there's anything else that you wanted to do there. I'm not sure if you would need any more supplies or anything.
Do we?
But you're.
Do we still have our grappling hooks?
I do.
I still have mine.
Yeah, Sefri still has hers. I think
I probably lost mine.
I think you let yours go. So I guess you could purchase another one on your way through town if you really wanted to.
Certainly got us through that pickle.
You can have mine if you need it, or if you want to buy one, go for it.
Okay. So, all right. So I'm sorry, Dave. So we're here to look for the cultist caravan. Or what do we?
Yes. So you were sent by Anthar and Leosin to kind of integrate yourselves or try to follow the cultist caravan to see where they're taking the loot. So they kind of wanted you guys to not necessarily confront them, but just figure out where they're going, basically. And Anthar had said that he has a contact who's a trader in the Black Lake district who could help get you kind of like set up to basically join. People will gather, caravans will gather, and like individual people will usually hire guards to go along with them. So they gather at the front at like the north side of town so they can all travel together, and then they all like leave. So you're kind of looking for the cultists to make use of that, to like join up or to see what they're planning or how they're going to transport the stolen goods.
All right. Let's find us a fucking contact.
So you are in kind of on the outskirts here of the Black Lake district. There's a bunch of people running around all over, kind of setting up wagons and making deals with traders, and you see other kind of mercenaries for hire standing around trying to get hired on as caravan guards and all that sort of stuff in this area.
All right. I'm join the game real quick.
Hey Dave, do you remember if I when I got to level 4 increased ability?
What was that?
Because
Sorry.
there's bards that, I guess they get an ability score improvement at levels 4, 8, 12, and 16th and 19th. They can increase 2 abilities by 2. or one ability by 2, or 2 abilities by 1.
By 1.
I
I'm not sure if you did that or not.
I'd have to go probably
like
into my original rolls, right? And then compare them to what I have now.
Yeah, I'm not sure how we would track that, if you did or didn't.
Because abilities are the core stats, right? Not the skills.
Yes, that's what they mean, to improve those core stats.
Then I guess I'll just look and see what I rolled originally when I was rolling the character.
Yeah, you could, if you can find that. You could probably reference that to see if you did or didn't.
I'll do that next time, because I think we have those in the probably on the discussion board.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
I see some cultists.
All right.
Hey Dave, remember that little fucker that we tried to like detain, and then he ran out on us, and then brought in a bigger ambush? Oh wait, that's right. Sefri killed him to death.
Yes, he did.
Never mind.
But he has like 10 brothers, so
I see 2 of them.
And when one of them dies, the next one absorbs their memories.
All right. So I say we just head up the road. We see looks like there's a fellow up by this house. So maybe we did he give us any indications of what the contact might look like, or how we get in touch with him?
He said just to ask around, because he's a trader there, so people would know him. Not that he's like a secret or anything.
And what was his name again?
His name was Akin Sullivan.
Akin Sullivan. So Chugs is gonna wander in, kind of all cool.
I'm gonna ride Boris in.
Oh, that's true. We should totally be on our mounts. That's a great idea. It makes us look way cooler.
One of them's in a tree. How'd you get up there?
He's just over there, like, continuously walking into the tree, like. All right, as you ride up, you see kind of front and center, just to your right of the path, you see a sign for Celeban Trading. So you assume that the man standing out there would know, or maybe is your contact.
So Chugs is gonna try and walk up and be all formal, because now he's like a harper. He feels like he's got some sort of like business he represents. He's like,
okay.
Good morrow, sir. I am Chugs Malone of the Mountain, Slayer of Female Hearts.
He says, I've heard that one before.
Hi.
Do you need something?
Yes, we're looking for a man named Akin Sullivan.
He says, well, I just happen to have that very same name, so you must be looking for me. What is it?
The eagle flies at midnight, but the rose grows only in the dark. And then Chugs is gonna be like, oh, we didn't talk about a password. He's gonna hop down off of Fandango. Oh, he can't. We're stuck together.
He says, are you trying to slay my heart right now? What's going on here?
I can't get off my horse. Okay, there it goes. So he'll just say, and like he'll get up real close, like almost like his chin's touching the man's chest plate, and be like, Liason sent me, and us. He said us. And then he'll nudge him, and then he'll walk around like. Yeah. All right, he says, cool in that. He'll be like, Liason sent us.
He says, oh yes, Anthar's friend, Leosin, I knew he did mention that they'd be sending some people this way. So you're looking to join one of the caravans heading north?
That's correct. Do you happen to know of any caravans sort of known for any dubious work, something guards may look the other way, or something they might want hidden from guards?
He says, well, usually the ones transporting goods that maybe less than legal don't advertise their way through here, so I wouldn't really know which wagons are lawful and which are not. But plenty come through here,
sir.
Surely you must hear whispers on the wind of less than reputable people coming through. Mr. Atkins, Diet.
He says I don't really know if you're looking for someone specific. Anthar just asked that I help put a word in with any of the caravans to hire you on so that you can travel north. He's like, I probably shouldn't ask specifics. I'd like to keep people coming back to my business, whether their wagons are aligned lawfully or chaotically.
Alignment we're talking about. So I think Chugs will sort of I mean, these cultists know what we look like, right? Or maybe they don't, because the people that knew what we look like, we killed them. So
yeah, we
can disguise ourselves with frog faces if they do.
Are those bullywogs? Okay. I guess I'm just trying to decide if we need to
I've got a wide frog mouth. Right, sorry. I know.
So we'll say. Oh, hey, Dave, did we rest while we were traveling those 3 days?
Yeah, you had like another day and a half or so till you got here, so you can bump yourselves back up to full health.
All right. So he'll say.
So as you're talking to Celeban, you see, sort of like one of those royal palanquins like that people carry, and they have a spot for a person to kind of sit in, but they're covered. That can be somewhat common in Baldur's Gate if there's someone of a higher status or something that's traveling through the city with their goods, like a high-ranking merchant or something. But you see it go past. It has a green drape over it. You guys can all roll perception checks as you see it go by.
Chugs is still looking at this man.
Okay. All right. So the flaps are all kind of on top of each other, and you don't get a good glimpse of who is inside. But a small group goes by to another trader there, and you see them asking about procuring wagons for the caravan to leave in the next couple days.
Ooh, that's what we want. So we'll say, do we notice, I don't know with our perception checks, that the men guarding the caravan, can we roll perception checks on those guys to see if they look like cultists or just mere escorts?
You can. There's I guess you can roll a perception check if you want to give them a closer look.
Should I get closer or no?
Let's see. They are. They just went by, so.
Oh, they already went.
Some people. So kind of over where Boris has wandered off.
Wait, where's Boris?
Oh, Burnsy's there too.
Yeah, why? What's going on over there?
Yeah, while they were talking, I kind of just went up the road a little bit just to see what I could see.
Okay, so you hear them talking with the trader at this building here, asking about getting 5 wagons. You hear him say, since you're kind of nearby, and the carrying palanquin with the person in it is moved out to the front. You can see it over to the left, kind of by the exit. Is sitting over there with a couple people carrying it, and a guard on the one side.
Can we roll perception on what those guys look like? I thought of this funny thing. Like, we should have Boris just like tell him to run into that cart and just peek his head in, and then you go chase after him and be like, "Oh, sorry," and then just like look at who's in there. Sorry about my puppy. All right, I'm gonna roll perception check on those the guys carting that cart real quick. Or oh, fucking hell! All right.
You notice your shoe.
My shoes are wet.
Chugs goes right up to the wall and just kind of looks at it.
All right.
So you don't notice anything out of place about them. They just seem like a group, setting up a caravan to take off with everyone else.
Let's
All
hook
right.
up to this part over here, hook one of our horses up, and just have someone go up and say, "Oh, you guys getting ready to go too?" And just listen to it.
Oh,
Can we?
that's
I mean,
interesting. That's right. There's another cart here. Be like, oh hey, unless
I
it's
just
that
have-
guy's wagon. We just start tying our horses to his wagon,
You don't mind, right? Right.
right?
You see other people come by and procure wagons. A couple more are setting up. So you're gonna try and get
We
your
should
own
ask.
wagons from this guy, or
Yeah, why not? We should.
what were you saying?
Yeah, we could.
Wow.
That's not a bad idea. Okay, now, how much? I'll ask him. How much for this wagon here in the corner?
Let's see, this small one over here.
Are you
Yeah.
acting nicely?
Separately,
He says, "Are you looking?
twirling her blades in the background with iron emphasis?
Are you looking to for the use of it to a certain destination, or are you looking to purchase?"
Or maybe Burn. We don't. Did we overhear, Dave? Did like Sefri and I overhear what Burnsy overheard with the guy looking for 5 wagons?
Not from your
Okay.
distance, but if you guys can just go back and kind of convene with each other,
Yeah.
so that you know.
So we might not even know yet. So maybe Burnsy can tell us or something. This is like, I don't know, this is like playing the system.
Hey, there's a guy looking for 5 wagons.
No shit. Did he say if he's looking for 5 wagons or 5 escort? Like, is he looking for any armed guards? Maybe it's more just. Maybe it's better if we outfit a wagon ourselves.
We could just go talk to him.
Yeah, Akin says if you're looking to be hired on his guards, I can put in a good word for you, and I'm sure some of these people in the caravan will need your assistance on the way. They also, if you're hired on, they'll pay for your basically like food and board on the trip, as well as pay you a wage. But if you're looking to purchase your own wagon to join the caravan, you'll probably need to buy those supplies, which I'll offer at a good price, of course.
So we can basically say, we're either going to be riding mounted along with them, or possibly split ourselves up into the different wagons. Like, I don't know if there's some strategy behind that, or we can all stick together if we were to be able to get our own wagon. So what do you guys want to do?
Maybe we should. I guess if we're guards and we don't have to pay a dime, we can see how much he's going to charge for the wagon. I guess the only pro of having our own wagon is then we could have whatever the cultists are transporting in our wagon, and maybe that's useful.
Our horses are terrible.
We could use our.
Yeah,
That's true. Can we trust our horses?
Circles.
All right, maybe we go as guards. It's not a bad idea.
It says the wagon there is about 35 gold if you want to purchase it for travel. It's like, I don't know if you want to trust your steeds to pull it, or if you need horses too, but I can hook you up with a lot of the outfitting to travel if you so need.
I think my horse is not trustworthy. I don't know about Sefri's.
My horse is a
Horse
dog.
is yeah, but he's a smart fucking dog. Yeah.
He poops.
He poots. Maybe, all right, maybe, well, because me and Sefri could ride our horses like a guard, and Boris and Burnsy could steer. Maybe we just go as armed guards. Maybe that's the easiest thing.
Let's just do that. Save the money.
Yeah.
Let's save the money. All right. Tell them, yeah. So we'd like to put our names in there as guards.
Okay, so he calls over like a worker of his and tells him to put the word out that there's some more able-bodied guards for the caravans, and he asks you to follow him out to where the wagons are all gathering, so that you can kind of talk with some of the people and display your skill. So to be hired out as a guard, those of you who are doing that, because you could also, you've got plenty of options. You can be hired as a guard. You can just travel with them on your own, just as like part of the pack, basically. Or you could, like you said before, you could make your own wagon. So there are different ways you can handle it. But if you want to try and convince someone to hire you as a guard, you can either make a persuasion check or an athletics check, whichever one you prefer to do, to kind of like impress them.
I kind of want to go as a, and you guys can chime in on this, go kind of incognito. Maybe I could go as like a traveling merchant, and I'll just choose that as one of my disguises. And you guys can go as guards, and that way we can kind of plant ourselves and put us in different positions to either get information, if not along the way, then when we arrive.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I'm down for that. Sefri, are you willing to? Right, Sefri's in.
I'll just do like a
right.
traveling merchant that needs protection, kind of downplay how vicious my tongue can be. I'll keep it sheathed for the time being. And then
all right.
I'll go as a guard.
All right, so Chugs, you can either try your dwarven persuasion or your athletics.
My athletics. Who do I need to talk to? Who needs to see my beans? What does that mean? It doesn't matter.
So if you head out to kind of
all right.
If you just kind of head out to the area, the assistant of Celeban is kind of like out there, like garnering attention from the merchants, for you to kind of put yourself out there and and make your case for why you should be hired.
Are we going separate, or are we all together still?
I think we're gonna sort of, as long as we can make sure that we're all in the same caravan. I think you're going as a traveler. I'm going as a guard, and I'm not sure which way Sefri's going.
Yeah, I'm gonna choose like a traveling merchant.
Okay.
You can pretty much pick anything that would want to go along with this group.
Okay.
Okay, so Burnsy, you're gonna go as a disguised as a merchant, basically.
Yeah, I took in my inventory. I made a note next to my costumes that one of them's a traveling merchant.
Oh shit! Nice.
Okay.
I think the
Yeah, that's
kobold
cool,
one
dude.
would work here. I'm a kobold.
with the toilet paper roll in your nose to make the mouth. And...
Brown paper bag. It just says merchant on it.
All right. So just to let you know, the journey, at least, so going north, the main city that would be first along the way, I think, is Waterdeep.
Oh shit.
And let me get the Sword Coast map here.
I don't want to talk about Sword
Yeah.
Coast right now. No Sword Coast.
So Waterdeep would be the next big city, and that's about 750 miles away.
Holy shit.
So it'll take probably about 2 months to get there. So it's a pretty long journey.
But I guess our
and-
whole goal is to find out where they're going, right? So we just gotta follow them.
Yeah. So if they go to Waterdeep, then it'll take 2 months. If they go somewhere else, then it may take less. Or
Okay.
you're not really sure where they're headed. But the caravan that sticks together is basically going to Waterdeep. That's like their destination overall.
All right. And all we know is that the one with the green top is most likely cultist. Well, we don't know that. I failed my perception check.
Yeah, you're not really sure who is in there, but there was a group that kind of arrived together and asked for 5 wagons, and they kind of have been setting them up over on the left side of the wall there.
All right, cool. All right, so I'm ready to show my skills.
All right, you've got a pretty big audience. To,
All right. If this doesn't work, I'm using my precision strike. Here we go. That's good enough for me.
all right, so let me see who will. Let's see, this guy over here probably. So there's I think it's a halfling. So his name is Lostvius Longnose. He comes over, suitably impressed by your. Not sure exactly what you.
Oh, I should have said. Yeah, I guess
What
I
you
should
did.
have picked something. I was just twirling my shit around all cool.
He comes over and he says, I do have one guard to guard the merchandise, but I've also been looking for a personal bodyguard for this journey, just to make it extra safe. I heard of some friends that encountered some problems along the way, and I just want to make sure that everything goes smoothly on this trip.
Sir,
So he wants to hire you as his personal bodyguard for the journey.
well, troubles will not befall you when I am at your side. But let me ask you this, my friend. Are you traveling with the wagons to our left here?
He looks over and he says, "I assume the ones getting ready will all head out together."
And
That's usually the way of things. So we stick together in large numbers to prevent any sort of problems.
all right, then Chugs will agree.
All right, so he kind of pulls out like a makeshift contract he seems to have had handy to get your signature. It says you'll be paid 10 gold per 10 day, so like a gold a day, and he'll cover your food and living expenses till his destination, which is Waterdeep.
Chug's gonna feel real bad when he has to run away from this man to chase down these cultists. But Chugs will agree, and he'll like shout real loudly, "Of course I'll take you to Waterdeep." He'll like look around and make sure people are hearing. Trying to be inconspicuous. All right, yeah.
All right, so
Chugs will sign the contract, and there we go. Sounds like I need to teach this pipsqueak other bodyguard of yours the way of the sword, my friend. Chugs is gonna start walking over there.
He kind of looks you over, like sort of inspecting you, like he's being really nosy, just kind of like oh, okay, yes, I see. All looks good from here.
Looks good. I wish I still had the frostfall blanket. I had the face blanket.
All right, so his wagon is up in the the northeast corner here. He has one other guard who goes by the name of his name Tijit Skesh.
Oh, that's cool.
And she's a female shield dwarf.
Ooh. Oh, ew.
She kind of looks as you walk over. She can already surmise that you've been hired as another guard, and she kind of has her arms crossed, just with a kind of like an upset look on her face.
Is this the moment where Chugs comes back to his roots? We'll find out in season 2 of the Goose Dogs. Can actually Chugs now wants to ask, now that I'm this man's personal bodyguard. He goes, "Hey, now that I'm working for you, what kind of things do you sell? What are you all about? What did I just get myself in league with? You're not an asshole, are you?" He
brings out the contract and like starts to put a little tear in the top of it. And he's like, "Would that be a problem if I was?"
Nah, man, I'm just talking. We're just getting to be friends.
He says, I'm the teamster that drives the wagon, and I'm partnered up with this man in the back. You see another man at the back of the wagon, kind of putting stuff in order and getting things all packed into to the back there. And he introduces himself as Nierheit Further. I'll make all these guys' names appear on them for you in a sec. But he says he's hauling Kalashite silk, and that he believes will sell very well in Waterdeep. So he wants to get rich off of selling silks in the north.
Chugs will go
but he's part. So they're kind of partnered up. So, but Losvius just wanted a personal bodyguard for himself, even though Tijit, the female dwarf, is kind of like the guard for the goods and the merchant. But he wanted
okay.
So the driver wanted a guard for himself, so he hired you.
Chug's gonna go sit next to him.
Or hide underneath the wagon.
All right, he'll walk.
All right, so then, Sefri, are you going to
Zephyrs considered.
follow in that, or are you going to go on your own, or?
Well, because for a few reasons. Our horses are still left behind. What if I just go back and buy this cart, and if I hook both our horses up to it, since mine tends to go weird, and Fandango tends to charge, maybe they'll kind of balance each other out if they're yoked together.
That's true.
And then,
Every time yours steps out of line, Fandango like pulls him back over.
Are we going to be riding them still, or are we?
You can.
Are you riding Boris still? Because if not, I was thinking Boris could be my cargo, like this prize show dog or something.
Oh, shit, that's great.
I don't think Boris is going to fool anyone.
Maybe that's the whole bit.
Because I just can't figure out what I would tell other people in the caravan I was toting yet. But
That's
Oh yeah, I
great.
was going to ride Boris.
oh, okay. Okay, so
You're just a traveling merchant that just walks by the side of everybody.
Like,
maybe I'll grab some. This first person we talked to with the orange hair.
hmm
Is that his little building behind him, or is that also his to the side with all the goods in it?
That's his building behind, and then this other building with the like fenced-in area with all the goods is another trader.
Oh, okay. Does he have anything in his house that I could just like also buy and say I'm transporting it for whatever reason?
Yeah, he has a bunch of. Well, he sells a bunch of equipment in regards to wagons and horses and like rope and netting and all that sorts of stuff for travel. He doesn't actually sell like like anything that would be considered something you'd want to take a bunch of to trade.
I'm like the on the road AAA wagon maintenance.
He says, "Yes, we do have a membership program that if you're interested."
That's great. I fix wagon wheels.
Yeah, I'll just bring wagon parts along in case anyone has trouble.
He's like, it's about 20 gold up front, and when you run into trouble, we should be there within 1 to 2 months to
It is a long
help you out.
journey. I think I'll do that.
That's actually
All right.
the guy was like, I didn't think she'd say it.
he's like scrambling, like, oh, let me get the forms.
We have pre-printed from the printing press.
Where's my membership card? I get a little AAA sticker on the side of my card.
He comes back like a minute later with just a piece of paper, like bad handwriting, just like, you will pay me 20 gold and I will help your wagons in the future.
Well, no, so yeah, that's my thing. No, that's my thing. My thing is I'm that person on the road with this caravan in case they have trouble with their wagons on this long journey, and I fix it for them right there because I'm with the whole caravan.
Oh, okay. So you want to carry supplies
Yeah.
that will come in handy for them in case they need them.
Yeah.
Okay, you could probably pass as that. So do you want to actually get the goods that you would need, or are you just trying to get enough to show like you have enough? Like, would you just put a bunch of dirt underneath a blanket and then put some wagon wheels on top or something, or
Easy.
are you actually going to purchase all the stuff that you would need?
How much is it?
So
No, Sefri's pretty
Let's see.
stingy with her money.
let's see, trade goods.
I'll hide a few weapons under it.
I mean, if a wagon costs 35, then you'd probably be looking at I don't know how many you would expect to fix on the road, like anywhere from 3 to 5, or there. Yeah, I guess it depends on how big the caravan's going to be. So if you wanted pieces, I would say it's about at least about half of each wagon. So like maybe 20, 15 or 20 per set that you would want to carry.
Yeah, I'll carry 3 sets.
Okay. So you get a bunch of wagon wheels and some wood to repair parts of the wagon, and ropes and reins for horses and things like that, and you purchase the wagon. And
What is that?
I can't read.
It's backwards. I'm realizing that it's backwards.
It said Steve love the craft. What did that say?
Yes, that's what I said. The movie The Craft that came out in the mid-90s.
Oh, such a good movie, The Witches.
All right, so you're purchasing the wagon and the goods, and then Chugs, were you actually going to ride Fandango, or were you letting Sefri?
Well, if Sefri needs the horse, I'll walk.
Oh, I thought he was gonna like ride along with him and.
Oh, am I taking him, or you just need one horse?
I think you could pull your wagon with one horse, but
It's your call, Sefri. I'm willing to.
Oh. I could buy. I'll buy another. You know what? Why don't I buy a normal horse with mine?
all right. So a horse.
Man, you're gonna get cleaned out.
You want to get an actual horse that you can ride, or just a horse to pull the wagon? Because there's basically the differences in the training. So a normal horse to pull a wagon would be like 50 gold, and then an actual riding horse would be 75.
Just a wagon horse.
Okay, so that'd be 50. So he'll sell you a normal wagon horse.
All right.
Okay, so you're gonna be the wagon repair person traveling along. Burnsy, you're gonna be just a merchant traveling amongst the groups of.
I'm gonna change it, and I'm just gonna be like a just a bard that's along for entertainment. I mean, it's supposed to take a couple months, so I mean, I think it'd be an easier sell.
Traveling circus.
Yeah, that's
Just
true.
to say, you know, I'm along to entertain, and then make my way to the next town, and take advantage of the protection that they have in the caravan already.
Okay. So you will be traveling as yourself.
Yeah, pretty much.
And all right, and then Chugs, you're riding alongside as a bodyguard.
Yep.
After I was
Okay, so
a friend.
there are plenty of wagons gathered. You see a couple of different groups of people that look like they could be travelers, or they also are there to take advantage of the strength in numbers type thing with traveling north. There's a few different wagons that pull up, so it's looking to be a pretty big caravan. And they all kind of agree that they're going to set out first thing in the morning. So there are some places just outside in the Black Lake district that you can stay at, or you can go back into Baldur's Gate and look for an inn to stay at, or whatever you'd like to do before the morning.
I mean, I'm good. I might just want to buy my grappling hook.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't have my book here, so I don't know how much it costs.
You can get a grappling hook for 2 gold.
I'll take it. Let me take that off my chart. I don't even remember how much gold I have.
Should I in my inventory? Should I have like dog food or like For speed, I don't. Like, should I buy that since I'm bringing Boris and riding him?
Let's see. They should have feed in here. Yeah, feed per day is 5 copper, so that's pretty cheap.
And we're gonna be gone for 2 months.
Yes.
All right. So, can I just assume each day is 30 months, or are things different? Like watch 2 months, and like it ends up being like 360 days.
No, you can. Actually, I'm not, because I know they reference a 10-day as like a week, which is like 10 days for them. But I don't know if that actually. I'd have to look at their calendars, but you can just assume that it's 30 days.
Okay. So 60 times 5 copper is 300 copper, which comes out to how much gold?
3 gold.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'd like to buy some feed.
All right. So you Akin can help you out with that, so he takes care of that. And are you going to be? Are you just gonna get like some saddlebags for Boris to carry his food?
Yeah, I guess I would need that too. How much is that gonna run?
All right. He can get you that for like a gold. That's
okay.
Or probably like half a gold, 5 silver. For some nice dog saddlebags that he just happened to have in his shop.
I'm assuming he had to dust them off because nobody had ever asked him before.
I never thought this day would come.
Yeah.
All right, so if you guys have just about everything you need, Sephri, you'd probably want to take some food along too, but I'm assuming you can get rations. So rations per day is like 5 silver, so that's like every 2 days it'd be a gold if you wanted to bring along food for yourself.
Okay. How many days or months is it?
So that'd be like 30 gold to
Oh, okay.
80 minus 3.5.
That's 3.5. 76.5.
And then if you guys are pretty much set up, then you're going to be staying at an inn for the night until the morning.
Yeah, actually, Chuck's could use a drink after the Gelatinous Cube event.
Okay.
He's actually gonna see if what's her name? I want to say Khajiit because I've been playing Skyrim, but what's her name? The
Taijit.
Taijit. He's gonna be like, hey Taijit,
Chuck Malone, nice to meet you.
hey, hey, how you doing, Chuck? I'm glad you remembered that. My pals and I are about to go to an inn. Do you know of a good one? Maybe you want to join
we're
us?
not pals. I don't know you. I don't know this man. I don't know this man.
Jesus.
What are you talking? I got my dog.
That's true.
We've known that before.
Hey, Burnsy! Burnsy from the Goose Dogs.
She kind of her upset attitude becomes even more apparent, and she says, "Who are you trying to pass off these people as your friends, trying to boast to get me to go back to the tavern with you?" He's like, "I'm already upset that you were hired as a bodyguard over me.
Taijit.
So let's just get this trip over with."
No, you're not here. You're a dwarf. I'm a dwarf. Let's just go have some beer. Look, you know what? I'm gonna go have fun. If you change your mind, I'll be somewhere. You just shout my name. I'll come outside.
She just kind of looks down at the ground and says, "This is going to be a long trip."
Look, don't think anything weird. I only like human women, okay? I just wanted to get a beer with a dwarf. It's fine.
She doesn't say anything. She just stands there with her arms crossed.
Damn. That's fine. All right. So yeah, are we gonna? We'll just go to an inn. Sleep.
Yeah, you'd have no trouble finding taverns and inns in Baldur's Gate. So you kind of, I guess, you find one that's closest. There's probably one right outside the gates there as part of the Black Lake
What's the
District.
Yelp review on this?
No, guys, no, I don't like this. I heard it's service is shit. All right, cool.
Yeah, if you ask around, you can you'll find one that is has good reviews. So you guys will stay there.
Can I ask what it's called?
Oh man, I should have had a randomizer for that.
Way to be a dick, Steve.
Come on, Dave makes the best names. I'm not going to miss an opportunity.
It is called the. Yeah, but that's usually like ridiculous people.
Yeah, that's true.
It's called. Man, really put me on the spot.
Right.
It's called Baxter Trickfoot's Palace. And it has the best reviews out of everyone that you've talked to.
Oh, Jesus. I want to ask to meet Baxter, but I don't want to derail this whole adventure.
Someone, while you're walking in and you say that, someone walking out says no, Baxter's dead. Don't mention his name in there.
Sounds like we have a mystery on our hands, gang.
Yes. Fuck this caravan. All right.
All right. So you guys get a room for the night there, and then you guys get your rooms and sleep, and the night passes uneventfully. And you wake up in the morning, and I'm assuming maybe have some breakfast at Trickfoot's Palace, and and you're ready to go out to meet with your assignments, I guess, for the trip up to Waterdeep. Would you guys maybe like to stop here for tonight?
Yeah, I mean,
just because I may have to do some more planning for the rest of the trip. I kind of had all this planned out, but was scrambling to get the rest of it done.
Speaking of scrambling, Chug's gonna walk up to Taiji and be like, "Hey, do you know what happened to a guy named Baxter Trickfoot?"
Says, "Don't get me involved into your mysteries with that big dog and the rest of your gang."
Like Mobile.
I don't know that big dog. Do you want to pet him? Chug's just gonna get real weird right now. All right. So Chug's last thing he says before we end the session, he's gonna be like, "Look, we're gonna be friends by the end of this trip, okay? You don't have to like me right now. That's fine."
She's just staring at you, not saying anything.
That was fun.
Is there a way to send a picture on or would I have to host this?
Dave did it somehow.
To send a picture, like
in the chat.
Oh,
hey, we didn't talk about this fucking demon in front of my caravan. The fuck is that shit about?
Demon?
Oh, the so if you looked at that wagon, on the back of it, it has, let me see here. It's guarded by a brooding gargoyle that's tethered to the wagon by a slim silver chain.
Oh shit! Okay, that's some fucked up shit, Dave. But oh, these are vectored. That's great. Are they? Huh? Well, that was a lot of fun. That gelatinous cube situation was scary as fuck. I didn't want to fight one of those.
I originally had that set up for Ash's introduction.
Oh.
But since it never really happened, I just made it into like an encounter.
Oh, that would have been great. So we were trying to get. We have our community manager at work. His name's Ash. He loves D&D, but I think he's overworked right now.
Mm-hmm.
So he hasn't he was gonna make a warlock, and he was gonna play with us in place of Deckard. Well, Bill's out in the ocean right now. We weren't sure if he was
been out in the ocean for 8 months.
Dave, you should call him and tell him that.
He's probably having too much fun wearing the faces of bullywugs.
Yeah, we don't know what he's doing. Yeah, that's Trent. You don't take that away. But then Ash,
the whole time, continuously.
He was at least. He said he was going to be out there for at least 6 or 7 months. So I thought he'd be back by now, but I haven't contacted him other than the text. So I'll probably send him a message here soon to see where he's at.
Bushman. Hey, you know what we should do? We should play a song for these people. Wait.
Start out the,
we shouldn't do that. Hey, we're the Goose Dogs.
Oh my god!
Hey, I don't know you, but I see you have an instrument. Would you like to play with me for these people?
You want to play suddenly?
And perform a song that's oddly specific to the.
Well, it's like Michael J. Fox getting on stage, like, yeah, it's gonna be in C major, and let's take the bass line for a walk. All right, keep the cymbals flashy, and all of a sudden everyone's perfect. All right, what's Trent's picture now?
I can't figure it out, and I forgot my Imgur login, so I'm just gonna post it to your Facebook.
Yes. I was actually trying to find the poems from the night we were fighting the Roper. Or wait, was it what night was it, Dave, that we had
Mondath and the dragon poetry.
Mondath.
Yeah.
I have the
in the room that you guys lit on fire.
I have the image that I saved from when we fought the imposters. All the
yeah.
selling. Let's see if I can find the poems. Oh fuck.
Yeah, that image is still in the handouts under miscellaneous.
So funny.
The official Goose Dogs gear.
Shit. Yeah, I can't.
All right, I just uploaded it to Facebook and I tagged everyone in it.
Oh boy.
All
On
right.
Steve's wall.
Oh great. Oh no, what is this? Hold on, it's loading.
Gonna have to take a look at this.
Oh, Jesus. And
Feel free to
mothers,
untag yourselves as needed.
people like Amanda, what the fuck? My mother's gonna be so confused. I don't even know what it meant. How did you make that so fast?
That's actually the second time I had to make it. I made it once and then I deleted it on accident. And then,
That's amazing.
Pull it over into the window here. Oh man, that's great.
gonna make that a tattoo.
A face tattoo,
A
right?
face tattoo. I put "Who needs to see my beans" around my neck. Oh Jesus!
Across your chest in like the ghetto scroll.
Yeah, and like Latin Kings script. Oh, that's great.
Well, shit, that was fun.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, we'll definitely get back into it a little more now that we're kind of warmed up again. And if you guys have anything to do on your characters from last time that you forgot about,
I've got homework.
Get all that fixed up.
I made a list.
Homework now. Oh, you gotta pick your college.
Yeah. I'm thinking UF. We'll see what happens.
Oh no.
I'll transfer in as an English major and then change it to law after they let me in, so it's less
There you
competitive.
go. There you go. I like that. That's a good point. Who needs to see my beans? I'm not gonna. When Deanna asks about that tomorrow, I'm not gonna tell her what's going on. I'm gonna tell her not to worry about it.
That Scribbler website does a really good job of making things look creepy. So.
Like, it's fucking terrifying. All right, y'all.
Well, that was fun.
Yeah, it was a good time.
All right, yeah, it was fun. We'll schedule for the next time soon then.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.